Coolers. We toss them in the back of a truck, haul them to beaches, picnics, and tailgates, and rarely stop to think about what makes them so good at their one job, keeping things cold. From keeping your drinks frosty at a summer barbecue to preserving freshly caught fish on a long trip, insulated coolers are small engineering miracles hiding beneath colorful plastic shells. So today, we're stepping inside the cooler factory to uncover how these ice-holding champions are designed, molded, and tested to perfection. Along the way, we'll explore the science of insulation, the rise of iconic brands, and how modern materials turned a simple icebox into a rugged companion built for adventure. Before factory machines began churning out roto-molded tanks of chill, people relied on wooden ice boxes lined with metal and filled with large blocks of ice. Those were bulky, heavy, and leaky, but they were the blueprint for what would become the modern cooler. The big innovation came in the 1950s, when foam insulation and lightweight plastics changed everything. Suddenly, families could take their cold food and drinks anywhere, and camping and road trips would never be the same. Fun fact number 1. The first portable plastic cooler was introduced by Coleman in 1954, made from molded plastic and polyurethane foam, a combo that's still used today. Mythbuster number 1. Ever heard someone say, "Just put more ice in and it'll last forever"? Not quite. Even the best cooler needs insulation and airtight seals to slow down heat transfer. Ice alone can't fight physics. And speaking of things that last, hitting the like button and subscribing helps the How To Factory keep cool content flowing your way. It only takes a second and costs less effort than finding ice on a 100-degree day. Cliffhanger. Ever wonder why some coolers can survive being tossed off a truck, while others crack if you drop them once? You're about to find out. Our journey begins with giant sheets or pellets of high-density polyethylene, a tough plastic that's impact-resistant, UV-stable, and recyclable. In some factories, it's melted and injected into molds under high pressure. This process creates a uniform shell used in most affordable coolers. In high-end brands like YETI, RTIC, and Pelican, the process is different. It's called rotational molding or roto molding. Here's how it works. Powdered polyethylene is poured into a hollow mold. The mold is then heated and slowly rotated on 2 axes. As the plastic melts, it evenly coats the inside, forming a single seamless shell. No joints, no weak spots. Once cooled, what you get is a rugged outer layer built to handle drops, dents, and even bear attacks. Yes, that's actually tested. Fun fact number 2. Roto-molded coolers take longer to make, sometimes up to an hour per unit, but that's why they're nearly indestructible and can hold ice for up to 10 days. Next comes the inner layer, the part you actually see when you open the lid. Factories use smooth, food-safe plastic that's resistant to stains and odors. It's molded separately or formed as part of the same process in high-end coolers. The liner and shell are then joined together, leaving an empty space between them. And that empty space? That's where the real magic happens. The cavity between the inner and outer walls is filled with insulation, typically polyurethane foam or expanded polystyrene, EPS. Workers inject the liquid foam into the gap, where it expands and hardens into a solid layer that locks in cold air and blocks heat transfer. In premium models, factories use pressure-injected polyurethane foam, which forms a dense, airtight barrier. In budget models, EPS foam panels are glued inside the cavity instead, cheaper but less efficient. Fun fact number 3. A well-insulated cooler doesn't keep cold in. It keeps heat out. The thicker the foam, the longer your ice lasts. Next up, the lid. It's built much like the body, with layers of plastic and foam insulation inside. The secret weapon, though, is the gasket. A flexible rubber seal that runs around the edge, creating an airtight lock when the lid closes. Factories test the seal for compression and flexibility, ensuring it doesn't warp under heat or time. Some brands even vacuum test their lids to guarantee a perfect fit. Mythbuster number 2. Cracking open your cooler to check on the ice is the fastest way to make it melt. Every time you lift that lid, warm air rushes in, ruining hours of insulation in seconds. Now it's time to add the parts that make a cooler more than just a box. Heavy-duty hinges, rubber latches, and rope or molded handles are attached. Some models get metal bottle openers, built-in cup holders, or drain plugs for melting ice. High-end brands like YETI Tundra, Engel, and Orca use stainless steel hardware for corrosion resistance, while entry-level models might use plastic parts to save cost and weight. Fun fact number 4. Some fishing coolers even have built-in rulers molded into the lid, so anglers can measure their catch right on top. Every cooler goes through rigorous testing. Workers check for leaks, pressure seal integrity, and temperature retention. Some brands run 24-hour ice retention tests in controlled heat environments to compare performance. Others perform drop tests, letting coolers fall from set heights to ensure they can survive real-world abuse. Fun fact number 5. The Interagency Grizzly Bear Committee actually certifies bear-resistant coolers. To earn that title, a cooler has to survive a live bear trying to break into it for at least 60 minutes. Not all coolers are built for the same purpose. Soft coolers use fabric exteriors and flexible insulation, perfect for carrying lunch or a few drinks. Marine coolers are UV-protected and salt-resistant, designed for long days on boats. Water jugs focus on hydration, often featuring spigots or push-button taps for easy access. Electric coolers use thermoelectric or compressor systems to actively chill or even freeze contents, powered by car outlets or batteries. Fun fact number 6. The longest ice retention ever recorded in a commercial cooler was 19 days, with the lid never opened. Today, millions of coolers are made each year by brands like Igloo, Coleman, YETI, RTIC, Pelican, and OtterBox. From affordable weekend coolers to heavy-duty expedition models, they've become part of global outdoor culture, keeping food safe, drinks refreshing, and adventures running smoothly. Mythbuster number 3. Expensive coolers don't make ice colder. They just slow down how fast it melts. So, if you're heading out for the day, your $30 cooler will still do the job, as long as you pack it right. So the next time you reach for a cooler, remember, it's not just a plastic box full of ice. It's the result of chemistry, design, and decades of innovation, built to fight the sun and preserve one of life's simplest pleasures, something cold when you need it most. And here's one last surprise. New eco-friendly coolers are already being made from recycled plastics and plant-based foams. So the future of staying cool might just help keep the planet cool too. If you enjoyed this trip inside the Cooler Factory, subscribe to the How-To Factory. It's way easier than wrestling a stuck drain plug after a long weekend. Thanks for watching, and stay cool out there.